Okay. All right, welcome to tonight's continuing education. It's the first of 8, and we're gonna have a code word to give you. So get the code word down when you hear it in the presentation. And when you collect all 8, you'll get a special prize from the person that invited you. So I'd like to invite Walena to start. We're so happy you're here. And if you can mute yourselves, please do so.
Yes, please. So again, thank you so much. Welcome to the continuing education class at 8 o'clock. The title of it is Nutrition and Supplements. I'm gonna try to move this lovely screen with you guys on there so I can see like all the slides because it's kind of blocking a portion of it, but that's fine. Okay, so we're going to be talking about a lot of great things about the importance of nutrition and supplements that can help out with it. I hear a lot of background noise. I'm not really sure.
I'll mute.
There's a few that
There's
are
a
not
radio
muted.
still going on.
Yeah, I'll work on it. You just keep talking.
Okay, perfect. Oh, okay.
Walena, you just tell me
you
when
have to
move
move
the
it.
slide.
I just realized I can't click any of the slides. You have to click them.
Okay.
I was clicking. I was like, what's going on? Okay, so it says questions. Why are people around us so sick? So I forgot to say, feel free to write different like questions, answers in the chat. If we have time at the end, definitely I would love to hear like questions that you may have for Dr. Linda, Dr. Tina, and I after the presentation. And just think. So it says, why are people around us so sick? Number 2, do you think we get what we need for good health from food? And I'm sorry, I'm a little flustered, so let me collect myself. So let me ask you guys a question. When you guys go out, let's just say you went to McDonald's, you purchased a Big Mac. Do you feel that you feel a little bit fulfilled? You received all the nutrients that you guys got? And I can't see any chat things or anything like that. So I'm sorry if I can't see can anyone else see any chats, messages or anything? Okay, well, moving on. I'm sorry, you guys. This is a little bit different when you're using your laptop. I can't see the chats popping up or anything, but if you really think about it, like for example, when I go to fast food places, I never feel fulfilled. I always feel that I'm missing something, that I need a little bit of something extra. So maybe like in an hour or 2, I'm probably at Del Taco trying to get a little bit more fulfillment because I think the meat is a little bit better, but it's probably not. So it says, do you think we get what we need for good health from food? So that's a question that you should ask yourself and just think about that, okay? Okay, next slide. It says, so what is nutrition? Nutrition is foundational. So what does it do for us? It allows our body to function optimally. It gives us energy, increased mental clarity. It also supports our cardiovascular health and proper inflammatory responses. So just imagine you ate that Big Mac, you're working all day, you're thinking you have energy, but I'm gonna let you know, I don't know if you guys ever felt this after eating like McDonald's or Del Taco or anything, or any type of fast food processed food. Eventually your body starts crashing down. Like, I don't know, hands up if you ever felt that feeling, like right after fast food. Because I know for sure I felt it several times. And I'm like, oh, I feel kind of groggy. I feel like, oh my gosh. So I'm like, let me get something to drink, to like get some water to flush it all out. Okay. Can I get the next slide?
Sorry.
Oh. I'm going to move you guys over. It says well-fed but undernourished epidemic in the US. So on the side here, these are a few things that are going on right now in the US. The first one is inadvertent increased intake of processed foods, especially now. If you're at home, I feel like more people would cook, but would you guys say you cook more now that you're at home because of the pandemic, or would you say you're still purchasing processed food or a little bit more than usual? Are there any things? Hey, baby. Whoa. Sorry, guys, I had to wash my face. I'm like melting over here. Cook more for sure. I would say I do cook more for sure, but I still purchase some processed food like within the time. Maybe like TV dinners. TV dinners could be considered processed foods, like the Marie Callender pot pies, which are really good. But you know, they're saying that it is an increased intake of processed food, but I guess it just depends on the person, right? Like whether they know how to cook or if they have someone to cook for them. So it does really depend. And if you're at work all day, do you bring a lunch? So you got to kind of think about, do you bring a lunch from home that's, you cooked at home, or do you purchase whatever is out there, DoorDash, UberDash, or whatever the different places that bring food to you? The second thing is unhealthy soils produce nutrients, poor foods. So depending on where the food is processed, depending on if they're using chemicals, like you just never know. We get it, right? It's conventional versus organics. It's conventional versus organics. 1 second, you guys. Let me bring my mama Sita. She was asleep to the front. This is Sarai, you guys. Let me just give her to her dad really quick. Favorite? Here.
So Dr. Linda, I love how you up-leveled these slides. So maybe you can cover the slide while we're waiting for Walena to come back. Is that okay?
Sure. So our soil is definitely not the same as, say, 50 years ago because of overproducing. The soils are like bleached of nutrients and minerals. So the orange you get today is definitely not the same as an orange from 50 years ago. You would have to eat 8 oranges today to equal 1 orange from when your grandparents had orange. And a lot of us have food allergies and intolerance, and that also limits our intake. And also, we're constantly being bombarded by toxic environmental threats. And then on top of that, when we have chronic diseases, all that influence our gut health and therefore our ability to absorb nutrients. Okay, so you have all heard of the RDA. RDA means recommended daily allowance. But did you know that that was something that was established like in the 1980s? And the last time it was ever revised was like 1985. And the purpose, or 1989. So the purpose of the RDA was to help people know how much to take to avoid acute symptoms. The RDA is not meant to guide us in terms of how do we, what do we need to take to acquire optimal health. So that was only published to help us avoid acute symptoms. Is Walena back?
Yes, I'm here. So sorry
Okay.
about that, guys. Thank you so much.
Do you have anything to add to this slide?
No, you actually did a great job. I came back by the time you were talking about the nutrients for poor foods and everything and going on
Okay.
food allergies. But there is definitely an increase in food allergies. I have lots of friends that some reason peanut butter, things like that. And I'm just like, don't you eat peanut butter? So their kids have it, and I don't know where they've gotten it from. So definitely food, gluten, all that. Definitely difference of time, I would say. Okay, next slide.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, so right here, I'm gonna move you guys over again. This talks about vitamin or mineral, and it talks about the percentage of dietary intakes below the EAR, which is the daily intake value of a nutrient that is estimated to meet the nutrient requirement of half the healthy individuals in a certain life stage or gender group. So this says in adults 19 and older. So vitamin D, it says 95%. Vitamin E is 94. Magnesium is 61. Vitamin A is 57. Calcium 49. Vitamin C 43. And I can just tell you right now, for me, I'm vitamin D deficient. And I always just say, well, I'm in the sun all the time. So I thought that's what, you get your vitamin D from being in the sun. But they're just saying that it's just not enough for you, right? So you have like your vitamin C and calcium as well. Those are the same things. Like I'm deficient in those. So I don't know about you guys, but those are the main things that they're always trying to give me pills for. Like, here's some substitutes, or you can get calcium from milk. But I forgot how many cups of milk you have to drink to get the required amount of vitamin D and calcium. Like, I forgot, it's a lot of cups that you have to drink of milk. I should have researched that before I said that, you guys. But there's a lot of milk that you have to drink just to even get the daily intake of that. Anything else, Dr.? Oh, yes.
No.
Okay, so how can you remedy this problem? So right here we have the lifelong vitality. This is nutritional equivalent of 12 servings of fruits and vegetables in every serving. It's made from whole food sources. Sorry, that means there's no fillers, just the food source. Essential oils maximize the support. The omegas are in a capsule, which preserves their potency a lot longer. So hands raised. I know some people have their screens blocked, so I can't see them. But hands raised, how many people are doing LLV? And I think Dr. Tina asked that in the beginning too as well. But I started using that the 3 pills, the LLV pills, and I'm gonna let you guys know. I did a test. I actually did a test for it. I've been doing it, I think it's going on 2 weeks now. I finally decided to start them. I was like, okay, let me give it a try, because I'm not a big pill person. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I always feel like I'm choking to death or whatever the case may be, trying to get the pills down, even for my blood pressure pills. So I started on it because I was just like, okay, let me see, like, how can I talk about these pills if I don't know about it, right? It's great for bone, it's for your immune function, things like that, producing energy. So I was just like, okay, I started taking it. By the 4th day, I was like, okay, I'm not going to take it. Let's just see what happens, the difference, if there is any difference, right? So I went out, I decided to not use them for that one day. I woke up late, like I usually do, which is I usually wake up on my Fridays around 10:30 to 11 o'clock in the afternoon, like daytime, AM. And when I did start taking the pills, I noticed I was up before 7 a.m. Okay, you guys, it's 7 a.m. I was up doing everything, like getting ready for the meetings, getting ready for dōTERRA, like anything that was that whole week, I was up. But when I decided to not take them, I noticed the whole difference was just like train of thought was like, go back to sleep. I woke my son up, say 7 o'clock for school, went right back to sleep, like I usually would do. Especially because I'm in the house, I'm stay-at-home mom. It's just like, there's not really much but clean. So I don't know if you guys ever tested it out like that, but I've noticed the difference for me, especially for my eyesight. I wear contacts. You guys don't want to see my glasses. They're really thick. But one day I was driving, like I think it was the second day I was driving, and everything looked so green, so pretty outside. And I was like, oh, it's like, I know I hadn't changed my contacts, so I know it wasn't from that. So I was just like, okay, I can see a lot better and a lot clearer. So that's my little spiel on the lifelong vitality. I love these things. They give me those minerals that I need for my body, the omega-3, 6, and 9, as well as that energy. That's what I really needed, especially nowadays because I'm in the house majority of the time. Okay, next screen. Okay, so right here, this shows the supplemental facts for each one. So the first one shows the microplex VMs. This is all the food, nutrients, and minerals for your body. So it breaks down on here. It breaks down from vitamin A all the way to chromium. And it kind of tells you like what is the amount of servings per each. And all of these are above, if you look, all of these are above the recommended daily intake for your body. So if you look right here at this one right here with the blue arrow, it says folate And this is pretty awesome because typically right here, I usually see folic acid versus folate. And folate is for green leafy vegetables. So you're actually getting actual vegetables, actual fruits inside of these pills, these nutrients right here, which is different from the pills that I do use, like prenatal vitamins that I was using. It does have folic acid on the back. So I was just like, that's something interesting. That's something new, which, you know, we're always learning, right? Always learning and growing about the different items that we're taking for our body. And then if you see right here, vitamin A, 7,000. You have vitamin C, vitamin K, riboflavin, niacin. You have all these different things, especially iron. I'm very low in iron, so I have to take those as well. And then if you go on the other side, sorry, I'm just moving you guys around. I don't know if you guys can see me moving around. These right here are the essential oil omega-3, 6, and 9 vitamins. And right here, it gives you a breakdown of like the vitamin A, vitamin D3, and the vitamin E. So it's 200%. That's a lot of percentage just for these particular pills. So that means you are getting enough per day of your fruits and vegetable servings for your body. And that's what you do want. You want to have all of those. You want to have those great fatty acids for your body. Okay. And then
The other thing I want to add is if you notice down below for the XE Omega, they're infused with 9 different essential oils, like that are full of antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, like clove. You guys remember clove is like on the top of the antioxidant scale in terms of you know, antioxidant capacities. So a lot of good stuff in here. And then the essential oils also helps your gut to absorb these other nutrients even much better. Okay. They all both come with tummy tamers. So good thing is, you know, when you take them on empty stomach, at least for me, I don't feel sick to my stomach. And the best part of the XE Omega is that you don't get a fishy burpy taste, which is great. I hated taking fish oil. So yeah, so all these are awesome. So we're gonna go on to the next slide.
okay, so it says the value of LLV. Now it says that a cost of lifelong vitality pack is approximately $80 versus your grocery bill with LLV equivalent nutrients, which is about $900. So I want you guys to think about this. When you go to the grocery store, how many items do you have to pick just to get a great serving of iron, vitamin D, calcium? You have to buy a lot, right? Hands yes, hands no, just about. For you? Okay, awesome. So yeah, so there's a big difference. Your $80, you're getting everything you need for 30 days inside your body. You're getting all the nutrients that you need for your body versus having to go to the grocery store and you are buying bananas, you're getting your potassium there, you're getting your magnesium from that broccoli, you're buying Brussels sprouts, you're buying all these different things that you may eat within the time, but it's still, you have to pay for groceries, especially if you're trying to go for a little bit healthier, no pesticides, you would go for organics, right? And that costs a little bit more than the conventional fruits and vegetables there, just to get non-pesticide type items. So it's like you are saving a lot over the long run for your health, okay? And you're getting everything that you need for your body. Okay, and so right here it says it breaks down like all the different things from the folate, iron, EPA, DHA, and it just kind of tells you the amount per serving and then what is equivalent to it. So let's just say like the EPA and the DHA, it says 300 milligrams from us, but then food with nutrients equivalent to a 30-day supply of LLV would be 132 ounces canned tuna or 45-ounce canned salmon. That's a lot. I don't think I can eat that many, that much tuna, or I love salmon, but I don't know if I could eat canned salmon like that. 45 ounces, that's a lot. Um, Vitamin A, you need, it's 1200 mcg in the LLV, but you would need 20 winter acorn squash. I don't know if you guys have tried that, but or seen what a winter acorn squash is, but those things are large. And to have 20 of those, that's a lot to eat to get that amount that they already provide. And then what's another one? Let's see, vitamin D3, 100 eggs. Can you imagine eating 100 eggs in 30 days? I don't know. That's a lot of eggs. I can eat about two a day. So we wouldn't get to 100 by 30 days. But this just gives you just something to look at, just to see like where you're at for the amount of nutrients you're getting in your body if you're to do the LLV versus just purchasing food over time, okay? Within a 30-day amount of time, okay? So how can LLV impact our body? It says when taken daily, LLV can positively support and impact different areas in the body. For example, it says LLV can impact healthy brain function by 80 to 85%. So this shows a diagram and it breaks it down between all the different things. Like say for your heart is 75 to 80%, your bones and joints, 20 to 25%, skin, 70, 75%, teeth, 8 to 10%, your lungs, which are really important for you, for your oxygen and everything, 75 to 80%, blood, 50%, helping with liver function, getting rid of the waste in your body, 70, 75%, muscles, 70, 75%, kidneys, 80 to 85%. So it impacts all these different areas with a great amount of percentages. And that's really great because you want that. You want to know that something is helping you, getting your body jump started back to that our youthful age, right? I'm 25 every year. I don't care if I'm 37, about to be 38, but I'm 25 every year. So I always want to maintain this facade, this look, just as long as I can. And right now I'm trying those pills and I love them. Every time I get up, I'm like, okay, let's do this. I got to do a million things, but we're going to get it done, right? Okay, next slide. And it says, here's a motivational quote for you guys. You are only as strong as your foundation. So after this, I am going to now turn it on over to Dr. Linda. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm nervous a little bit because I know it's kind of rushed, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Dr. Linda. She's going to go ahead and talk about the additional items as well as additional health products and things like that. Okay. Thank you.
Good job, Walena.
Thank you, Dr. Linda, for being so patient, you guys.
All right. Okay, so we're going to move on. So you guys all know about the gut-brain axis, right? It's totally very connected. So your brain influences your gut motility, the secretion of digestive enzymes, your nutrient delivery, and your microbial balance. And then in turn, your gut influences your neurotransmitters, how you feel, how anxious you are. It affects your mood, affects your behavior. Okay, so, and the gut health has a lot also to do with what kind of bacteria is in your gut. And we call that the microbiota. Okay, so one of the things that you may not have known is that 80% of your immune system is in your gut. And when your gut's not healthy, that's when you can have a lot of like autoimmune problems, irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease, even eczema, anything that's kind of autoimmune, immune mediated. Okay, and then you also may not know that 90% of your body's serotonin is produced in the gut. Serotonin is our happy hormone. So like when you have low mood, when you're depressed, when you're anxious, even with autism, those have been associated with altered levels of serotonin. So it's really important to keep our gut healthy. When our gut's happy, we are happier, right? All right, so now our natural, so we know that the gut plays a vital role in our overall health and well-being, okay? And like I alluded to before, it's vital in everything from our weight and immune function to our mental wellness. So sometimes when we have difficulty losing weight, it may just mean that our gut's not healthy, most likely, okay? So as we get older, getting old sucks. So our natural enzyme production fades over time, okay? No matter how healthy of a lifestyle we choose to lead, even at optimal health, your enzyme levels will be lower when you hit 30 years old, okay? Which is why many people turn to supplements to increase their digestive and systemic enzyme levels. Now, on top of that, if you add stress, chronic illnesses, medications, how many of us eat on the run? I do. And then we're not fully chewing our food. All that can affect our ability to digest properly. And sometimes we have to take antibiotics, and that can damage our gut health as well. Because antibiotics not only kill the bad bacteria, but they also kill the good bacteria. And when I read this little fact, I was very surprised. It can take up to 2 years or longer to restore your gut health after you've been on antibiotics, okay? And then digestive stress happens when you are continuously eating food that you have trouble digesting, which lends to undigested food particles sitting in your digestive tract. And over time, this can increase symptoms or contribute to other digestive related health issues later in life, okay? Now, when our body lacks enzyme to break down, so the other thing is, or as we age, our systemic enzyme level drops as well. And one important function of a systemic enzyme is to break down scar tissue that forms in our body. Okay, so as you can imagine, if our systemic enzymes levels drop, and as we, as our joints don't move very smoothly, we're gonna have a buildup of scar tissue, okay? So when our body's systemic enzymes drop down, our body has to find the enzymes somewhere else. So where does it look for? It looks to the gut to take some of those enzymes that break down protein. Scar tissue is made from fibrin, which is a protein. So our body is going to basically steal some of the digestive enzymes from our gut to help with systemic functions, which further contributes to depletion of digestive enzymes. So even though there is a natural source of digestive enzymes and systemic enzymes, like in raw fruits and vegetables, you would have to eat like a ton of them, okay? So none of us is going to do that. So what we need is a balanced enzyme formula that contains proteolytic enzymes to help a body break down scar tissue, break down protein, and to digest food better. So Terrazyme does that job very well. It contains 10 different whole food enzymes that will break down our food, helps us absorb the building blocks. It just breaks the food down to even tiny pieces of building blocks that that our cells can use. And also Terrazyme will help us eliminate what's not good for us, like all the gunk that builds up in our gut and in our scar tissue. Okay. Just a fun tip for you guys. So for those of you who love ice cream but are lactose intolerant, you can actually take Terrazyme before you eat ice cream, and you won't experience that bloating, gut rambling that you get because there's lactase is one of the enzymes in Terrazyme. Okay, just a fun bit. Okay. Okay, so I mentioned that our microbiota is really important. So giving back to our intestines good bacteria is also super important. We need to steadily replace the bad bacteria in our gut with good bacteria. Okay. Now, a lot of vitamin stores, online stores, they will boast about superbiotics and whatever, but the truth is you are just wasting your money, because when those supercharged probiotics, whatever they call them, gets into your stomach acid is going to destroy everything. Okay, so you're basically wasting your money. But if you notice, dōTERRA's, where's my mouse? dōTERRA's probiotics, PB Assist, is double encapsulated, okay? So the outer layer is called the prebiotic fiber, which protects the probiotic microbes when this capsule hits the stomach. So the outer casing protects the bacteria. And then as this pill makes its way down to your large intestines where they do their work, the prebiotic fiber actually then acts as food for the bacteria. Okay. PB Assist is the kids version of the probiotics. I don't know if you guys can see. It's just like a pixie stick. You just open it up and put it down your mouth. It's really, really tasty. It's watermelon flavored, and even though they're tiny probiotics, they're still double encapsulated. Okay, so when they hit your stomach, they're going to be protected. Okay, and you don't have to take one or the other. A lot of times I'll alternate, put this in my smoothie, or sometimes like Dr. Tina, when I get a sugar urge, I take one of these. It's very yummy. So I satisfy my sugar urge and I'm boosting my immune system at the same time. Okay. All right. Now I want to introduce some best friends to you. You're going to need these best friends with you for the holidays. Okay. I already talked about Terrazyme. Digestin is going to be your best friend as well, especially if you tend to experience heartburn, gas, bloating. Digestin oil contains ginger, fennel, coriander, all of which can ease stomach discomfort. And digestin is even good at helping you with motion sickness, because a lot of time the motion sickness is gut originated, right? It also has peppermint, tarragon, anise, and caraway, which also aid with digestion and help maintain a healthy GI tract. So you can either just rub 1 or 2 drops with some carrier oil on your abdomen, The carrier oil will help you to spread the oil without having you to like waste too many drops of the pure oil. Or you can just put a couple drops of digestin in a veggie capsule and swallow it like a pill, okay? Now the digestin also comes as a digestin touch. It's pre-diluted, so you can easily put that in your purse when you go to parties or whatever. When anyone, is feeling a little uncomfortable, you can just offer it for them to roll it on their stomach. So it's an easy way to have this with you. And then digestin also comes as soft gels for convenience sake. So you can use digestin all three ways: internally, topically, and also aromatically. Okay, so don't leave your best friends behind when you go out partying. Okay. All right, so we're gonna spend a little time talking about different supplements to target different areas of wellness. Are there any questions right now? I can't see the chat, so Tina, if there's any questions. Okay.
I think we're good
guess
right
not.
now. Keep going. You're doing
Okay. All right. The first one I'm going to talk about is the deep blue polyphenol complex. Okay. I just want to mention that by itself, wholesale price is $60. But if you add it on as an add-on to your LLV, it's only $20. What a huge saving, okay? So it delivers polyphenol extract, just plant sourced antioxidant extract of frankincense, turmeric, green tea, ginger, pomegranate, and grapeseed. All that is designed to provide soothing support to aching muscles and joints. So if you're someone who has chronic pain on a pretty regular basis, or if you decide you want to be Santa Claus and you're climbing down and climbing back up chimneys, you're going to be sore. So this would be something you would want to have with you, okay? So you can also layer it. You can also take the deep blue polyphenol complex. So let me back up. The deep blue oil that we are all familiar with is not ingestible. And there's also the deep blue rub, which we all love. This is a deep blue polyphenol complex, slightly different formulation, but this one is ingestible. So you can do one of each or do all three in tandem. That way you are supporting your body from the inside out and also topically applying whatever you need over the area of concern from healing from the inside, from the outside in, okay? All right, next one. This is my favorite. I think it's a lot of people's favorite. This is adaptive. Okay, so this has been such a blessing to so many people during these very trying times, like since March, right? So this can help you stay calm, but at the same time promote positive feelings over an extended period of time. It can support your mood, help improve your state of mind, encourages relaxation and mental well-being, but at the same time, it's helping you to stay alert. So I kind of tend to say that, it's keeping you calm, but keeping you on an alert, focused kind of way. So you can get more done, but yet staying calm. It also helps when you're just acclimating to new surroundings and adapting to stressful situation like the holiday season, right? I don't know if you guys can see the cartoon down here. I just thought it was really cute. It says, I realized, so the doctor is saying to the nurse who is in a patient bed, I realized the holiday stress. I realized the holiday stress the holidays stress you out. but I still can't give you a pill to make you sleep until January 2nd. But since you're a nurse, you should know that. So she's not going to get the Xanax or whatever from her doctor, but she can definitely be taking adaptive capsule once a day. So I would say, besides the LLV, this is definitely a key one that you want to put on your next LRP. Okay. All right, turmeric. Turmeric helps support healthy inflammatory response in the body. We all know that. Now, I think dōTERRA maybe spent at least 3 years of research behind the dual chamber turmeric capsule, because they realized that when you have curcuminoids, which is a natural anti-inflammatory chemical that's found in turmeric, that is not easily absorbed. So a lot of times when people just say, hey, I'm taking turmeric, but they're just taking turmeric powder, that's not being really absorbed. So again, they're just wasting money, okay? But the researchers realized that when you combine curcuminoids with the turmerones from turmeric essential oil, absorption of both is greatly increased. So if you see down in the right lower corner, you'll see that the turmeric capsule from dōTERRA is dual chambered. So on one side, you have, on the inside, you have the turmeric powder, but on the outside, you have the turmeric extract oil. Okay, so by combining the two of them together, you are increasing both of their absorption and also both of their effectiveness. Okay. All right, and part of dealing with the holiday stress is to get plenty of sleep, right? So we do have a couple of suggestions for you. So you can, so the ingredients in the Serenity oil, I don't know, there's like 9 different essential oils, like lavender, Roman chamomile, whole wood, sandalwood, cedarwood, all of which have sedative properties, but dōTERRA blended them together to give us the Serenity oil. The Serenity oil is only for topical and aromatic use. Okay, so it can help reduce stress and kind of just slow down what's running in your head, just kind of slow all the thinking down, maybe helping to just kind of put a break on things. It'll just kind of give you a relaxing environment to help you go to sleep, but yet at the same time, without leaving you feeling groggy the next day. Like when we take sleeping pills, we wake up kind of just not feeling well. But this will leave you, you wake up feeling refreshed, not groggy at all. So there is a internal form called Serenity Restful Complex capsules that you can take to help you. You can use one or the other or both. So I typically start diffusing my Serenity oil about 30 minutes before I go to bed, just kind of get the room smelling nice and, you know, that relaxing. And then I also take 2 Serenity capsules before, like 30 minutes before I go to bed. And when I'm ready for bed, I jump in and I fall asleep really, really easily. Okay. I'm just going to talk about the phytoestrogens and bone nutrient really quick. So let's see. You can get them together or you can get them separately, but they can be used to complement a program of eating right and exercising to help minimize the uncomfortable symptoms of postmenstrual syndrome. PMS and also premenstrual syndrome and also transitioning through menopause. Okay. Even young teenage girls, we just, like Walena was alluding to, we don't get enough calcium or magnesium in our diet. So even teenage girls can start taking the bone nutrient to especially to give them strong bones, especially when they're in their kind of teenage growth spurt. So it's really important to get enough calcium and magnesium there, in addition to eating right. Men can also take the bone nutrient because they're just people. They're also going to be deficient in magnesium and calcium. Also, when you have a fracture, you're going to need extra bone deposition in the fracture site to help with healing. So taking extra bone nutrient is going to be helpful for the healing process. And also when you have young boys, how they go through growing pains, that wakes them up at night, bone nutrient can be very helpful there as well. The phytoestrogen is kind of controversial. So it's phytoestrogen is referred to as an adaptogen. It's adaptogenic, meaning that they can actually help modulate your estrogen levels. So because of that, because there's some concerns about certain markers for breast cancer and all that stuff, it's really important to involve your physician in the conversation to get his or her guidance to decide whether phytoestrogen would be something good for you. Okay, so I'm just going to leave the phytoestrogen at that, but I do want to say a little bit about xenoestrogens. You may not have heard the term before, but xenoestrogen is a large class of endocrine disrupting chemicals that can actually lead to a buildup of estrogen, or what we call estrogen dominance in your body. So things like BPA, bisphenol A, which is found in plastics, and also parabens, phthalates, insecticides, and herbicides are some examples of xenoestrogens. But you can see from the slide the xenoestrogens are everywhere, right? They're in your perfume, in your sunscreen, in your air fresheners, in your laundry products, in your new carpet, mattress. It's everywhere. Okay, so xenoestrogens only have a negative effect on your body, whereas phytoestrogens can have varying effect. So for all those reasons, it's not only do we need to have a strong nutritional foundation, but we really need to swap out of all of our chemical cleaners, personal care products, everything to get away from these xenoestrogens, which I will show you why they are bad for us. Okay, so on the left side, you can see that the estrogen is binding to an estrogen receptor as it should, and it's sending a message to the cell. Okay, but on the right, xenoestrogens binds to the same receptor the estrogen binds to. Okay, and but by binding to that same receptor, it's sending out unintended signals, so which is not good, because then you're getting again an estrogen dominance. Okay, so in a way, the estrogen receptor is kind of like a parking spot. Estrogen can park in the same space just as the phytoestrogen, but if the phytoestrogen gets in there first, then it's going to block out the xenoestrogen, right? So phytoestrogens can be beneficial. Any questions there? Okay, Mito2 Max.
I just want to say, Dr. Linda, that's the best explanation I've heard, like a parking spot.
Oh,
Thank you.
good. Okay, Mito2 Max is what you need. If you look in the left lower corner, is when you're running out of energy. Okay, and Mito2 Max, if you remember when you take alpha CRS, as some of us realize, alpha CRS is part of the trio for LLV, lifelong vitality. Alpha CRS has a lot of like cofactors in there that feed the mitochondria. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of our cells. So as we get older, everything kind of in our body slows down, including our mitochondria. That's where we kind of run out of energy. We just don't have enough energy. That's where we need supplements. And the biofactors in alpha CRS feed the mitochondria to produce more energy. And that's why we all feel like we have a lot more energy when we take LLV. So the same similar ingredients are in Mito2 Max. They're natural source of energy, not like caffeine or anything. It supports healthy cellular energy production. It increases your production of, increases your oxygen level in your blood, which also will give you more energy, enhances stamina. Like I said, it supports optimal mitochondrial function. So I take it, like, for example, before I go work out. And sometimes my trainer, Tina knows, or Michelle will say, what has gone into you? Because I just have so much energy. A lot of people will take it around 3 o'clock in the afternoon when they start to feel the afternoon slump. They'll take that instead of drinking a cup of coffee. Or some people will take it during lunch to kind of prepare for the afternoon slump, and then they don't hit that afternoon slump, okay? Zendocrine is another complex, another supplement that it's really important to take during the holidays because it supports healthy cleansing and filtering of the liver, kidneys, colon, lungs, and skin. I need to hurry. Anyway, so this is important to take when you are like overindulging, overeating, over partying. So our liver is working super hard as is already to detox our entire body, not just from the food we eat, from the medications we take, but also just from all the constant barrage of environmental toxins like mercury, lead, all that stuff is filtered through our liver. So we need to have a healthy liver. We need to support our liver, okay? And Zendocrine's benefits can be enhanced by taking Zendocrine blend or soft gels. So I get this question a lot. Maybe you guys just want to take a screenshot, but there are differences in the two. Some of you know Boyd Truman. He's a creator of Symphony of the Cells. I just remember him saying that the Zendocrine complex capsules, like the one on the left side of the screen, that is meant to support the whole entire endocrine system, okay? But the endocrine soft gel, which is from the endocrine oil, that is more for the liver, specifically to help to keep it from becoming fatty, okay? So the capsule is for overall endocrine, but if we're focusing on the liver, then lean towards the soft gel or the oil. Okay, just real quick, this is another one of my favorite products. This is something that will bring you beauty from the inside out, and inside out and outside in. Okay, so basically the capsules are from the inside out. It helps to improve your skin firmness, reduces skin imperfections. It will brighten your complexion. It's full of antioxidant ingredients. It promotes cellular health. It helps support a youthful appearance by combating oxidative stress. Now, the other cool thing about this is that you can also use this for immune boosting because it has in it like vitamin C, zinc, pomegranate seed, grapeseed oil, frankincense, celery seed oil, palmarosa oil, and also beta-carotene, which we know is a main component in copaiba. So this not only can help you look beautiful, but also helping you to boost immunity and keeping you healthy from the inside out. Okay, so this is just a typical schedule. It's important to make a schedule for yourself, and it's important to take these consistently. Okay, consistency is the key to having optimal health. Just like Walena shared, when she purposely didn't take her LOV, she could feel her energy slumping. And I feel the same when I forget to take mine. So it's really important to just make your own schedule, whatever works for you, and keep the LLV next to, I don't know, next to your toothbrush, next to your coffee pot, somewhere that you can see them and take them on a regular basis. Okay. Should I stop, Tina? It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. Excellent. Do you have more to share with us?
Well, kind of.
Okay, I think we're okay. Keep going. If people need to leave, they can leave. Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna skip this. Yeah, but basically you can have your own sample wellness box. Your LOB is 60 PV. If you add the TerraZyme is 10 PV. You add the PB Assist, it's another 10 PV, and you can easily add like deep blue polyphenol complex, like I said, which is normally $60 wholesale. You can add that for $20, is another 10 PV. So that's already like 90 PV. And then you add the turmeric, serenity, lemon for detoxing, easily can get you past 125 PV. And if you do this by the 15th of the month, you will also get the free oil of the month. Okay. All right. So there's 3 ways to purchase. The first way is like retail, which is the most expensive. Usually you would find retail sales like in spas or chiropractor's office. So definitely not something we want to recommend to our friends and families. And everybody here is our friend, so we don't want you to buy retail. The next best way is to buy wholesale. So it's like having, you know how you go to Costco? Why do you go to Costco? Because you get discount prices, you get wholesale prices. So the same thing as with dōTERRA, you pay $35 to have access to a wholesale account. And then that allows you to get everything at wholesale prices for the whole year, which is 25% below retail. Okay, so you can do it that way. Just pay the $35 and just pick individual oils. However, we don't recommend that, because by the time you end up with $35 in individual oils, it's almost the price of a starter kit. So the best and smartest way to buy is to start with a starter kit, because those are extra discounted and it includes your access to wholesale accounts. Okay. And then there's even a 4th way to buy, which is even, you save even more by participating in loyalty rewards program, which we're not going to go into right now. Okay. this is probably my most favorite kit to recommend to people to start because it comes with the LLV, which is my favorite, and Terrazyme and probiotics, and also comes with Deep Blue Rub. So actually, with this kit, the price of it, when you figure out the prices, you're actually getting 5 oils free. So you're getting 5 ml bottles of lavender, frankincense balance, lemon, and on guard for free when you buy this as a starter kit. Okay. If you've heard what I've said about xenoestrogens, that it's important to redo your whole house, you're ready to start fresh, live a natural life, then I would recommend this kit because it has a combination, has a bunch of different things, including the whole On Guard line, including On Guard toothpaste, On Guard oil, beadlets, mouthwash, foaming hand wash, and it includes the vitamins. It includes 13 different oils, as well as the shampoo and conditioner. So this is a good kit to start because you get a sampling of everything to kind of redo the whole medicine cabinet, basically. Okay. If that's not within your budget, you can also start with this. This is called a Simple Solutions Kit. You get the Deep Blue Rub and the 3 oils, and then you can add on to target specific areas of concern. We're gonna skip this. So right now, this month, this is the last month for this Breathe, when you enroll with 100 PV or more, you will get a Breathe Touch for free. Okay. I'm just gonna put this in there. This is Black Spruce. You can get this for 10% off. This is the every month there's a free oil and a discount oil. This is the discount oil. Okay, for the entire month of November. So Black Spruce is great for like respiratory issues. It's also good for muscle joints, muscle discomfort, and you can massage it into the skin for soothing comfort. It's also great at reducing stress, and it's great to help with minor skin irritations. And it just, I don't know, it just smells really fresh and like you're in the forest. It just really refreshing aroma. It just promotes feelings of easy breathing. Okay. Should I talk about this? No. That's a lot. Okay.
Wow, that's nice. Oh,
All
that's
right, just some ideas. It's holiday season coming up. You guys know that we have the holiday catalog going. A number of products were launched on November 2nd. The aromatherapy scarf is going to launch on November 16th, and more items are going to be launching on December 1st. But this is just to give you some gift ideas that are inexpensive, that you can, get for your kids' teachers, whoever, you want to just show them appreciation of thanks. And so these are just some gift ideas that are under $20, under $50, and they make really, really nice gifts. I think that's all I have to say. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you, Dr. Linda. Thank you, Walena. You guys did a great job covering the supplements and how important it is to take them during the holidays. So I hope you all stay healthy and strong. Our 8 Cs are going to have these little holiday twists. So come and invite your people so that we can all stay in good health. And I just wanted to thank Walena and Dr. Linda again. You guys did great. So.
What's the code word?
The code word is going to be LLV. Okay. I think it was the same one as last time.
Are there any questions?
Yes, I was wondering if there's an oil to remove the xeno stuff from my furniture. You know, I can change my shampoo and stuff, but stuff you can't really. What is safe?
I don't think so, because it's like embedded in the materials. Like it's embedded in plastic, it's embedded in, I don't think you can remove it. So there's nothing you can do about your environment, but there's a lot you can do to detox your body, to take more supplements that will help you to detox, supplements that have potent antioxidant properties. So you can't do much about the environment, but there's a lot you can do to protect yourself and keep yourself healthy.
I've noticed since I've been on the LLV that toxic smells bother me more. You know, if it doesn't smell good, it's usually there's weird things in it.
I would totally.
Yeah,
agree.
that's probably true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just since taking the LLV, I noticed that.
I
Yep.
definitely noticed that in me too since I started the oils. Like the kids used some hand sanitizer the other day that we had purchased, like regular hand sanitizer, and I could smell it. They were using it in the back of the car. I could smell it so potently. I was like, oh my goodness, open the windows, everyone. That's the fragrance that is not good for you. That is a xeno estrogen.
How's it going over there? She getting in?
Hey, Mary, can you hear me?
So what would Purify do? Does diffusing Purify help anything?
Yes, yes. You know, Purify has cilantro in there. Cilantro is a very strong detoxifier.
So that takes it out of the air,
Mhm. Yeah.
not so much the hard surfaces.
No, but the hard surfaces, they emit their fumes, right? So if you can clean up the air, then you're cleaning up what you're breathing in. And the other thing that I've learned is that in your excretory system, there's 4 parts. There's, of course, all of us know there's our urinary tract and our intestines, right? We always think about that when we think of excretion. But our lungs are also an excretory organ, and so is our skin. So if we can every day exercise, get some, new air in, exercise even outside, that's very healthy for us.
And sweating is a form
sweating,
of detoxing.
Right. When you sweat your skin out, that is like very, very powerful as a cleanser, detoxifying, right? So, and then just breathing in the essential oils, they're very, very healing. Like I've read cases of people like reversing their pulmonary fibrosis. Pulmonary fibrosis is like hardening of the lungs by breathing in the herb oils, rosemary, thyme, and the citrus oils. So,
and taking Terrazine, that will break down scar tissue.
Yes.
Pulmonary fibrosis.
Yes. So there's so many things in dōTERRA that you can do. Welcome to this awesome lifestyle.
Another weird thing I just noticed the other day, I was on Plaquenil and I couldn't go out in the sun. So now I'm able to be in the sun and sweat a little more naturally, and my sweat better.
It smells better. It tastes better.
It tastes better. It doesn't have bitter after.
Yes,
because
because the medications are coming out of your body now.
They still are, even though I've been off of them for a while.
Yeah, that's okay. Cilantro is a good detoxifier.
Yeah, especially for metal detoxing, cilantro is good.
Yeah.
There are a lot of metal in prescription meds.
There are some metals. I think that's why what is it that recent Lisa, you probably know, Dr. Linda, that recent H2 blocker got in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What was it?
something beans. Famotidine? No.
Famotidine.
I had lead or something in it. Some heavy metal.
Yeah.
I should double check it. Okay, I think we're going to stop the recording. Thank you again.
Thank you very much.